All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom to the 12 tribes. Yashala, give him the course. All honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Mahashiach, Malaki, Yahweh. That's all praises, honor, glorification unto the Most High God, Yahweh. In the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah, this is Brother Yashala. All right, come back, y'all, yet. But in the video, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Mahashiach, Malaki, Yahweh Shah. All right, Shalom. All right, I'm gonna get straight into this. All right, I'm gonna share my screen for the pretty much the whole duration of the video through the Spirit. Basically going into the name of the Lord being important, all right, and it being vital really to our salvation and understanding the Lord and praising the Lord, all right, and giving glory unto Him and honor. All right, so I'm gonna get straight into this. All right, I'm gonna get straight into this. So I don't plan to make this a too long of a video, but it's crucial to a lot of the things within the scriptures. All right, so I'm gonna get into this. All right, so the name of the Lord being important, because you might have certain men, uh, even in Christianity too. You know, in Christianity, they'll even say, you know, we ask. I know that I ask a lot of Christians. All right, what's the name of the Lord? And they'll say, does it matter, or Jesus Christ? They don't have anything. They don't know what's going on. They don't have any knowledge within that, right? What's the name of the Lord? They don't know. And they will even go, sometimes they'll say Jehovah or Yahweh. You know, that's not the name of the Lord, right? You know that the name of the Lord, all right, first let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 18, right? It says that men may know that thou, whose name alone is, now it says Jehovah in the English, right? But we know that through the tetragrammaton, right? What is the tetragrammaton? The tetragrammaton is as this definition states, the Hebrew name of God transliterated in four letters as YHWH or JHVH and articulated as Yahweh or Jehovah. But really in the Paleo Hebrew, the four letters, right, which is Yah, Ha, Wah, Ha. That's how you pronounce it in the Paleo Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew. Paleo meaning ancient. So that's how we would pronounce the name of the Lord in Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh. All right. So with that established, I'm not going to go too in depthly of what the name of the Lord is, but rather that it's important. All right. So let's go to the book of Malachi, chapter 2. I want to start with this. Malachi chapter 2 and verse number 2. It says, if you will not hear, and if you will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name. So the Lord, He wants the priests, and He wants the whole nation of Israel to give glory unto His name. Now, how could the priests keep this commandment if they didn't know the name of the Lord? Right? It says, saith the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you. Now, how do you give glory unto the name of the Lord? Meaning you're keeping His commandments and you're reverencing. You're reverencing Him. You're doing as He says. That's how you give glory unto the name of the Lord. Because remember, with your name comes your reputation. And He even tell you that in the definition. When you look up the name, it's like the definition of the word name in the dictionary, the first definition says a word or a set of words by which a person, animal, place, or thing is known, addressed, or referred to. So that's common. We all know that, right? When we go down to this, it says a reputation, especially a good one. All right. So the Lord said that your name, all right, and even we see this in scriptures. Your name carries your reputation. All right. With your name carries a reputation. So like, let me just check. Your name carries your reputation. All right, come. So with your name carries your reputation. All right. When even on a physical level, when you come around, when people hear your name, what do they automatically think? Do they have a positive? There's a positive connotation come with your name, or there's a negative connotation come with your name. The Lord said that your name also carries reputation. We're out to prove that within Scripture. But even with this definition says a reputation, especially a good one. So with your name comes your reputation. When we hear the word, when people really, in general, they hear the name Satan, all right, because Satan means adversary. And when they hear the name Satan, automatically what pops up is negative connotations, negative things, evil, wickedness. When we hear the name Satan, that's what we hear. When we hear the name Esau, what pops up? Profane and damn fornicator, right? According to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16, etc. Devil, you know, that's what pops up into our mind when we hear the name Esau. But when we hear the name Yahushua, what follows after that? Glory, honor, righteousness, etc. That's because remember Yahushua's name, all right, it's not just his name. Because when the Lord said that you didn't want to give glory unto my name, really meaning these priests, they didn't want to honor the Lord, right? These priests didn't want to honor the Lord. But nevertheless, the Lord is saying, you have to give glory unto my name. So, and that not only ties into praising his name and knowing it, but also keeping his commandments. And by you keeping his commandments, you're giving glory unto his name. You're bettering his reputation, right? Because I'm going to get this precept real quick. Same book, right? Let's go to Malachi chapter 1. Malachi chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, for from the rising of the sun, even unto the going down of the same. Meaning, what's the rising of the sun, right? They say that the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, I believe, right? So if it's the other way around, it's lucky, right? But it says the rising of the sun, even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles. So he just said that his name is going to be great among the Gentiles. So if the name of the Lord is not important, right, as some men count it as not being important, then why is the Lord saying my name shall be great among the Gentiles? And this is talking about, of course, future prophecy. But how come then his name is going to be great, but not now? Doesn't make any sense, right? It says, and in every place incense shall be offered unto my name. Again, with my name, right? It's not going to be offered into the name of Baal or in the name of, of these false gods or into anything else. It's going to be offered unto the name of the Lord, and a pure offering. For my name shall be great among the heathen, said the Lord of hosts. So he said it thrice, all right? It says, but ye have profaned it, in that ye say the table of the Lord is polluted, and the fruit thereof, even his meat, is contemptible. So the Levites have profaned the name of the Lord. That's what the Lord said. But how? How did they profane the name of the Lord? By not keeping the Lord's commandments. And by us not keeping the Lord's commandments, we're not honoring the name of the Lord. All right? Because, again, like I've been saying, with the name of the Lord comes his reputation and his glory. Right? I'm going to get another precept on that. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. All right. Hold on. I think I already had it pull it up here. All right, come. Right here, right? This book of Isaiah, chapter 48 and verse number 9. For my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Now, the Lord is saying, for my name's sake, I'm not going to kill all the Israelites. I'm not going to utterly destroy my people. Because there's been numerous times when the Lord sought to do that, right? Let's pull up the account real quick. Right, let's pull up an account real quick in Exodus chapter 32, right? The book of Exodus chapter 32 and verse number 10. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, that I may consume them, and I'll make of thee a great nation. And Moses besought the Lord his God and said, Lord, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains and consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath and repent of this evil against thy people. So what Moses is doing is he's pleading on the behalf of Israel, just like how Yahushua does for us. And so what Moses is saying, he's saying, look, if you destroy all the Israelites and the Egyptians, and the nations that know you, all of them they're going to be like, oh, well, the Lord, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, all he did, he just did all that, deliver his people out of Egypt just to destroy them in the wilderness. And therefore, the name of the Lord, Yahweh, when they hear Yahweh, his name will go from being like this, right, to being at the bottom, or having a lower reputation rather. The Lord's reputation is going to go from here to down there, right? They're gonna be like, we're not, and the Lord's nobody, right? Yahweh, he's nobody, right? That's what they're gonna be saying, and that's what Moses will say. Hey, look, Lord, if you do this, guess what? The Egyptians are gonna speak up against you, right? There's another kind of that as well, right? But nevertheless, I'm gonna go back to this. All right. Malachi chapter 1, or Salaki Isaiah, right? Isaiah chapter 48. And keep going. Verse 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even for mine own sake, will I do it. For how shall my name be polluted? And I'll not give my glory unto another. So the Lord said, how should my name be polluted? My name is Yahweh. How should that be polluted? How should I be polluted? How should my name be polluted and be, defamed because of you? The Lord always got on our people for defaming his name by not listening, as he says, by just being a damn wicked ass people. That's how we're defiling the name of the Lord. So that's why the name of the Lord is important, because the Lord, on numerous accounts, has always got on his people for defiling his name first and foremost. And secondly, also putting out these future prophecies about how all the nations and everybody in the whole world is going to know the name of the Lord and praise it, man. Right? There's numerous prophecies about that. All right. For example, here's one. Right. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse number 23. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I'll be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. Not that they shall know that I am God. It didn't say that. The all caps Lord meaning his actual name, Yahweh, right? As we see in the Hebrew right here, right? That I am Yahweh. You see that? That they shall know that I am Yahweh. That's what the Lord wants these nations to know. That Yahweh is the God over all the earth. All right. I'm going to go to Ezekiel 39 and 7. All right. It's the book of Ezekiel chapter 39 verse 6. And I will send a fire on Magog and among them that dwell carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. Again, they shall know that I am Yahweh. All right. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, because our people don't know the holy name right now. That's why the Lord is going to do all these wonders, right? That's why he's going to, again, like pursuant to the book of 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 7, end this world in effects and signs. That's why he's going to bring his people out with a mighty hand so that he can make his holy name known again in the midst of his people, right? And I'll not let them pollute my holy name anymore. Meaning he's not going to let his people go to hell off, and by them going to hell off, right, and pollute us, like going to hell off and sinning before the Lord, they're polluting the holy name. All right. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, the Holy One in Israel. Again, that's what the Lord wants to do. He wants to get his fame, and he wants to get his praise, his praise, man, because he's the God over the whole earth. Everybody should be worshiping him. You know, right? Is it not written in Psalms that essentially that all nations literally are going to bow down to the name of the Lord and worship him, right, and call upon him. All right, I'm gonna get this real quick as well. Sirach to the 17 verse 10, and the elect shall praise his holy name. So if the Lord's holy name doesn't matter, then why is it saying that the elect is going to praise his holy name? Even when we go to future prophecy in the book of Zechariah, right? Zechariah chapter 12 verse 9, it says what? And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem, right? Also like Zechariah 14 and 9, right? I want to Zechariah 14 and 9. Look at Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 9. And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord, and his name one. So in that day, there's going to be one Lord and his name one. All right. And guess what? Everybody's going to know that one name, Yahweh, man, because there's only one name. Anyway, when we go back to that precept in Psalm chapter 83, verse 18, it says that men may know that thy name, it's like thy name, right, is Yahweh, right, Salaki. Let me get that real quick again, right? Whose name alone, right? It says alone. It says that men may know whose name alone. What does the word alone mean? Let's look it up. Alone, having no one else present. Solo. All right, alone. Let's see if we can get English. All one. It's just one. There's only one name of the Lord. All right, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. All right. So if we're saying that the name of the Lord is a matter, we have all these precepts that say otherwise, man. Right? Let's go to Psalm chapter 79, verse 9. Help us, O God of our salvation, for the glory of thy name, and deliver us and purge away our sins for thy name's sake. Right? Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? Why would the Lord? Why should the heathen say that? Because by the heathen saying, where's the Most High? Right? Now they're blaspheming and mocking the Lord by saying that, man. Right? It says, wherefore should the heathen say, where's their God? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed. So by the Lord arising the judgment, that's how he gets fame and praise amongst these nations. Because when the Most High God is whooping these nations' asses, and when the Most High God is whooping the behind of Israel, now we understand, okay, Yahweh is the God over all the earth, not Esau, not anybody else, not Baal, not Buddha, not Krishna, anybody else, right? Not Caesar Borgia. No, none of these false gods are the God is the God of the whole universe. Not Mother Nature, is the Most High Yahweh, right? But the Most High, he has to show his hand. All right. That's why in the book of Sirach, real quick, in Sirach chapter 36, it says this. All right, Sirach chapter 36 and verse 1, right? It says, have mercy upon us, O Lord God, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Right? All right, Khan. It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no God, but only thou, O God. You see that? So by the Lord lifting up his hand, that's how he shows his strength. And that's how he gets his name to be praised over the whole earth. Right? That's why the Lord executes judgments, that men may know that he is the Lord Yahweh. All right. Because how else is the Lord going to show his power and his might? How else is he going to get his name to be praised over the whole earth? Because at a certain point in time, even these great kings like so-called King Alexander the Free, all right, the Great, his name was feared amongst men. All right. And how did his name get feared? Because he won many strongholds, as the book of Maccabees says. He won many strongholds. It's like, I'm gonna pull it, right? I'm gonna pull it. How did he get his name to be praised, man? Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chedem, had smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. So by him getting a name in all these countries that he took, it's like he had to get a name, or it's like his name was feared amongst all these nations because he took down all of these strongholds. He slew all the kings of the earth. Therefore, nations feared when they heard his name. because they knew about his power and his might. So by the Lord putting down these strong nations, these so-called strong nations, by him putting them down, everybody's going to praise the Most High God, Yahweh, and know that it was Yahweh that took these nations down, right? Because that's even prophecy. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 14. It says, Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Because that's what the Lord's name is known for right now, bringing up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I'll bring them again into the land that I gave unto their fathers. So the Lord ultimately is going to be known for bringing his people out of the land of the north. And we know that according to prophecy, this land of the north is talking about Babylon the Great, Babylon the Great, and from all the lands where he had driven them, because we were driven to the four corners of the earth. But when the Lord comes with a speedy deliverance and with a great deliverance, delivers his people, remember this, the so-called second Exodus, that's when the Lord is going to get him praise and fame in all these nations. All right. I wanted to get also this precept real quick. All right. Because the Lord, Salakia, because the Lord always wants his name to be praised. All right. Let's go to Malachi chapter 1, verse 14. But cursed be the deceiver, which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrifices unto the Lord a corrupt thing. Now, remember, in this chapter, the Lord is speaking to, I know I'm kind of like jumping, but I want to get these precepts out, right? It says, but cursed be the deceiver, which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrifices unto the Lord a corrupt thing. So this, the Lord, basically speaking about the Israelites, how certain Israelites will be lazy as hell, and they wouldn't offer unto the Lord a perfect sacrifice. They'll sacrifice unto the Lord a corrupt thing, a damn sheep with blemish, a damn goat that's damn sick, right? What it says, for I am a great king, said the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. So the Lord's going to make his name dreadful among the heathen again, because right now, the name of the Lord is not dreadful among the heathen. You can go to the land of Moab and yell out Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. You can yell that beautiful name out, and nobody's going to give a damn. They're going to tell you to shut up. But if you go ahead and do that in the kingdom of heaven, when all these strange nations are put down and have seen the might of the Lord, you yell out that name, they're going to be running in their boots. And there was a point in time when they was running in their boots when they heard that name. It's going to be like that again. But the Lord has to put forth his hand and show his might again. All right. That his name could be also praised. That he can have praise and fame in all these nations. All right. That's what the Lord wants. So all these precepts show that the name of the Lord is important. All right. And that we should be calling upon that name. All right. Go to the book of Psalms, chapter 15, verse 15. Because how in the hell, right? Let's go to Psalms 15, 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble, I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. So how is the Lord saying, if you call upon me in the day of trouble, I'm going to deliver you? What name do we call upon if there is no name? If the name doesn't matter, how can we call upon the name of the Lord? And call upon me in the day of trouble, I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. Right? Let's go to the book of John, chapter 12. If the name doesn't matter, then why did the Lord say this? It's the book of John, chapter 12, verse 27. Now is my soul troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this cause came I unto this hour. And then Yahweh says, Father, glorify thy name. So why is Yahweh saying, Father, glorify thy name, if the name doesn't matter? Then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. And remember, like I said, that name also comes with your reputation. And we want the Lord to be magnified and his name to be magnified. And his reputation, what he comes with, to be magnified as well. But the Lord is saying, I have both glorified and will glorify it again. And the Lord's going to glorify it again and again and again and again. All right. And it's always going to be magnified because the Lord is worthy to be praised. Let me get that precept real quick and close out. Right. Because the Lord is worthy to be praised. Right. This is a book of Psalms to the 18th verse 3. Right. I will call upon Yahweh. So literally, David is saying, I'm going to call upon Yahweh. It's not talking about I'm going to call upon God, but I don't know God's name, right? It's I will call upon Yahweh. That's the all caps Lord. That means Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies, because the Lord is worthy to be praised. If there's anybody that is worthy to be praised, it is the Most High God, Yahweh. All right, because He does great wonders. He does everything, man. He's the one that woke us up. He's the one that gave us His knowledge, It's true. He's the one that literally sustains us, man, and gives us food and drink and keeps us stable. It's all the Lord's doing. So the Lord, of course, He's the one that's worthy to be praised. All right. With that, I'm gonna close out. Just a quick video going into how the name of the Lord is important. A couple precepts. Right. With that, all praise to Yahweh. Bashima Masha Womalaki Abishah. Lord willing, this is edifying, brother Yasha Allah. Shalom.